I'm the best, I'm the best, there you go. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, there you go. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack. Read the script. Born in the motherland.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 13. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Bulldozes past him. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Lawrence on third down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. The Jaguars at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jones now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress. And
look at this, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are.
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
On the double.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. These two teams, the Jags and Giants, 2 lowest scoring teams in the NFL last year in 2021. The Jags 14.9 points a game. Giants only slightly better, 15.2. Now, by comparison, you think about the Cowboys, they led the league 31.2 points per game. So more than both of these two clubs combined.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Funchess has it complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Down inside the 10, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a third down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And you got to
a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Pardney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
They'll run with Etienne.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that little there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Down to about the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some room to work. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 44, Lawrence. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to go down again.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. Set.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Way to go.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On second down and 4, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're going to look to throw. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll look to throw again.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Barkley will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Foyesade. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And then a start on the ground, Etienne.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
On the counter, Etienne.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Etienne.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
That's going to be caught by Tony.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, somebody lit a...
We spent your whole life trying